to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit. Pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Fifth-round man, Paul Perkins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll come out in the pistol. Rodgers now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Manning going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. And even 40 yards in the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 3rd and 4.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. His pass caught at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defensive given.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Rashad Jennings taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 56 yards. So here we go. 1st and 10 now. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Rodgers, and this is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A long way to go for the offense here on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
To throw is Manning. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect them.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.